Hey, what's going on, guys? Sri Kanase here, and today we're going to be talking about how to get sales the fastest way on Shopify. So before we begin, if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button down below and also like this video if you found value in it. We're growing extremely fast, and please do join the family because I provide quality content every 2 days. So let's begin. Now, there are 4 main steps when it comes to Shopify and getting sales fast. The very first step is creating a professional website that's mobile friendly. Now, I pulled up an interesting fact from Google, which is 37.6% of website visits and 21.3% of e-commerce revenue comes from mobile phones. Now, this is a large amount, believe it or not, and I have experience with this because all the advertisements that I do on Facebook all are directed towards mobile phones. You need to have a mobile friendly website or you're not gonna make money. That's the truth. So the very first thing you definitely need to make sure is that your website works and it works well on mobile phones. Now, you could find this by going on your own website on your mobile phone and testing out the checkout process, the add to cart, how the descriptions look, how the images look, everything. You could test that out and see for yourself. But you need to make sure that it is mobile friendly, and that is why it's the number 1 step in this process. Now, the second step in this process is changing your main focus, your mindset, from earning profit on every ad you post to getting the most sales. Now, I used to do the same when I was a beginner. I would continually focus on earning profit, and I would feel bad even if I made $100, but I didn't make any profit. That would make me feel bad, and that was a very bad strategy because you need to have the right mindset when it comes to e-commerce. As soon as I changed my mindset, I wasn't feeling as bad anymore, and it allowed me to focus on more important things and in return get 10 to 20 times the amount that I lost. And if you haven't already, check out my last video on how I made $280,000 in 2 months. But coming back to this, you need to change your mindset from earning profit to getting the most sales. And the very main thing you need to do is chase the front end sales, which are the sales that come from the advertisement you post, and the retargeting and email retargeting that you do will get you the additional profits. Sure, you need to earn profits on your advertisement as well, but that should not be your main focus when you're starting out. You need the emails and you need customers coming onto your website so they know your website and they become familiar with it. Relating to retargeting, about 30 to 40% of my revenue comes from retargeting ads that I put on Facebook. And retargeting is very important, and the only way to do those ads is by getting customers to first go on your website. Easily you can just earn back the revenue that you lost if a customer didn't purchase by the retargeting ads. Now, the very third thing that you need to focus on in order to get sales fast is testing new products. I'm sure you've heard this a lot by now, but there's no other way in e-commerce except testing new products. Right now, I'm testing 1 new product each day, and that has allowed me to test multiple different products in a week, and it also increases your chances of finding a winning product that you can scale up to 5 figures and even 6 figures. And for testing, if you're a beginner or if you just don't have experience with Facebook ads, I definitely recommend using Instagram influencers and trying out the free plus shipping on the item you're trying to test. Now, if the item is around $3 or $4, you can easily charge around $7.59 or $8 for the item. It should sell within the first 30 minutes to 1 hour. Also, if you haven't checked out my last video on Instagram influencers, be sure to check that out because I give some useful tips on your ads that you create for Instagram. So this is the very third tip, which is testing new products. You always need to be on the hunt for new products and new opportunities. Now, the very fourth and last tip is working with influencers that are related to the products you test. Now, here's 3 examples. If you're testing owl necklaces, it would not make sense to test them on dog pages or cooking pages. You would need to test owl necklaces on owl pages. There's no other way. And the same for dog necklaces. You need to test dog necklaces on dog pages. I have seen a lot of people that have contacted me for help testing their products on pages that don't correlate with their product. And this is a very bad way of testing because the audience of that page most likely has no interest in your product if it is not related. So this is why it is so important, in order to get sales fast, to make sure your item and the page are correlated. So these 4 tips are the main ones that you need to focus on when you're starting out, or if you have already started out but aren't getting the sales that you want, in order to increase the amount of sales that you get and build a brand long term. Dropshipping is definitely not dead, and if you guys do this right, you could make hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales in just a few months. So you definitely keep at it and keep on working hard, and I'm sure you guys will get there.